Chris, what is our third main topic today?
This comes from Alonso M. Good morning, John and crew. I'm not sure how it does it, but House of the Dragon just seems to get better and better to me. Last night's episode was crazy. So many major things happened that my head is spinning. What did you think of the episode? And why do you think this show just keeps being able to elevate week after week? Thanks.
All right, Alonso, thanks a lot for saying that in. And again, just a reminder, we're not going to go into big spoilers here. We are going to have a full open after show spoiler discussion about House of the Dragon later today at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you guys come back and join us for that. However, completely agree. This show has never failed to disappoint me every time I tune in. And I saw the...
Failed to disappoint you?
Has never... Oh, that's right. Has never disappointed me.
Right.
Thank you for that. It's never failed to disappoint.
Just gonna say, I want to make sure.
Always disappoints you, John.
Yeah, you're
Double
really peppy
negative
about
there.
it.
That's the twist. So I saw a great meme today that just sums up this show so well. Because one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character in the show, is King Viserys. I love this guy. And there's a terrific meme going around. It's a picture of a guy, and I should have pulled this meme for Jonathan, but it's a picture of a guy that's sitting outside of it's like the back door of a restaurant or something, like the door that goes into an alley. And he's just standing there like this with a cigarette in his hand, is like that look on his face of, God, life sucks sometimes. Only they pasted Viserys' face on him, and it says King Viserys after every episode of House of the Dragon. Because everybody just keeps effing him over. Everybody acts like jerks and assholes and screws everything up. Like there's a scene where Daemon shows up in this thing, and again, King is like, just why must everything for me always be ruined? And I just feel so bad for King Viserys every single time. You're right. They brought a number of building storylines to a head in this thing. They did it in the most dramatic way. The showrunners of the show, of course, say, it's a wedding in Westeros, and those never end well. It's just, I get, again, there's no action scenes really in this episode. There's not really a big, there's a fight, but there's not really action scenes. And yet it's exciting and it's thrilling because of the characters and all the machinations that are going on and the backstabbing. And again, this show proves every single episode, everybody is playing the Game of Thrones. And now, even though we're sitting down watching it, and Anne goes, do you think maybe next week is when they're going to bring in the new performers, the aged up actresses? I said, yes, but I've said that for the last 3 weeks in a row, and that has never worked out. But then the preview, you guys have seen this now public, the preview for next week's episodes come out. Next week is when the new actors come in for Alicent, for Rhaenyra, and a few others as well, because I guess the next episode is jumping ahead over a decade. So it's moving forward over 10 years in the next episode. And this show continues to entertain me, thrill me, and keep me hooked. And at the end of every episode, I'm like looking at my watch and saying, how much longer do I got to wait till the next one? It's been fantastic. Love this episode. Can't wait to talk about it later. Anyway, Chris, you saw this episode of House of the Dragon. What did you think?
Oh, gosh, a lot happened. And it was an emotional roller coaster this episode, too. There were some really big heartstring moments that really, really got to me, because some characters from the previous episode who I kept thinking, I really feel like we're doing this character dirty. Oh, boy, did that come to fruition in this. It's a lot of intrigue. It is a lot of political machinations. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm going to stop there. I'm really afraid of spoiling stuff.
I will say this, though, Rob. Going into next week's episode, I am heartbroken that, number one, I can't remember her name, but the girl who plays Rhaenyra.
Millie Alcock.
Yeah.
And I didn't used to care about Alicent, but after this episode, I'm like, and now we are losing both of those actresses, and we're going to get the new actresses who are aged up. They're going to be playing those characters. I am very much lamenting that we're losing them, but still, this has been fascinating. Rob, what has been the secret to this show that just seems to getting better every week?
Again, the great characters and the story being told. But I have to say, you talk about King Viserys. What I love about this show is the showrunners, the writers of this show do things in it that I find they don't have to. And one of them is the way they treat King Viserys in this episode. It's people notice it or not, they put him in a situation where he has to show his strength. And he's not feeling well. He's given a big long flight of stairs he has to walk up. He has to go a long way. He's being dissed.
Yeah.
And they do these subtle things where he looks up and you see this shot, and we know the audience that he's not in a good way. He's not feeling pretty good. And they make us realize that this guy, rather than sit there and stomp his feet and go, I'm the king, I shouldn't have, he does it anyway. And even though, like you said, everyone is ruining everything he plans, and I felt that way too. I'm like, God damn it. As soon as Damon rolls in, you're like, shoot, dude, in the middle. And he gets that done twice to him. And yet when he walked up and he does where you see where he has to go and who he has to talk to, I'm like, I love this guy.
Yeah.
This guy, no matter what happens, he sucks it up and he perseveres. I mean, and not to mention the fact that his body is literally getting eaten away for however long. And I love this guy. I love this character. I know his life when he even asked this question. He goes, do you think people will think I'm a good king? What will they say about me later?
And one of the things I love about the character is that he struggles. Yes, he makes mistakes, but everything at the heart of it, every decision he's made, even the wrong ones, has always been motivated by his thought of what is best for the kingdom.
Yes.
My duty, what I need to do, what is best. Ray hates this character.
He hates
Ray,
him
what do
so
you
much.
I
think?
hate this king because he knows there's doubt. Like, he has a little doubt in himself. Why does he ask these things? If you're not fit to be king, don't be the king. Pass it on already. For me, that's what it seems like. But I will speak in general. I know the show is called it's Game of Thrones, right?
Not Game of Damon.
Oh, yeah. But, I never understood the game until these past 2 episodes. I get it now. It should have been obvious to me that this is like a game of telephone throughout this kingdom. Everyone's just telling people this and that and to get people on.
Oh, you should meet Littlefinger someday.
What I like about Damon is he stirs the pot, but he stirs it in front of your face. He lets you know it's him that's saying all this stuff. That's why I love his character. There's a scene in this episode where he just destroys some dude verbally, and I'm like, okay, he makes this dude walk away.
I have to give you guys a scene. There's a scene with Damon here where he starts dropping some stuff, right? And like Ray is like physically excited. He's like shifting on the couch. I was like, that's right. That's my prince. He's saying this like out loud.
Prince
Watching
that
the
was
show
promised.
Yeah, he's the one. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What have you guys been thinking about House of the Dragon, and what did you think about the newest episode? And again, make sure you come back at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time today when we get into our House of the Dragon open spoiler discussion after show. We hope to see you guys there. But for now, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, we want to thank the sponsor of today's episode, Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless starting at just $15 a month. And now for the plot twist. I'm just kidding, there isn't one. Seriously, Mint Mobile just has premium wireless service from $15 a month. There's no trapping you into a 2-year contract or opening the bill to find these crazy fees. There's no luring you in with free subscriptions to streaming services that you'll forget to cancel and be charged full price for. I used to dread opening my phone bill every month because every time I was opening it, it was like playing roulette. I never knew what the actual price was going to be, and it always seemed to get higher. But not with Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile gives you the best rate whether you're buying for one or a family, and at Mint, families start at 2 lines. All plans come with unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. And if you're worried about the complication of switching things over, don't. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your phone number along with all your existing contacts. So guys, get premium wireless from just $15 a month and no unexpected plot twists at mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Seriously, you'll make your wallet very happy at mintmobile.com/Campea.